Here we go. It is an IPA. Like it. Check. It is a Leffe. Like it. Check. How well does that sit together? Am I going to like it? Here we go. Hello, Perfect Drafters. I hope we're all well. I hope 2021 is treating you as well as it can so far. Probably not the ideal start to a year, but hey, we're here for the beer. So, what have I got in? If you watched my last review, I lied to you. I'm a charlatan. Is a charlatan the right word? Not sure. Anyway, I did have a little lie because I said I was probably going to go for a Hertog Jan or a Quack. Now, what I overlooked is a keg, and you've got to be careful of this. I overlooked a keg that was very close to its best before. In fact, I think it is 12/20/20 on the keg. So I'm risking it a little bit. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. I think quite a few of us perfect drafters have done it. But in the end of the day, I may be paying a fair few trips to the lavatory tomorrow. That might happen. It might happen. But that's not your problem. You know, you're not going to see that, are you? You're not going to see the aftermath. Which is a good thing. That's a fortunate thing. So what's in here is a surprise, because it is neither a Hertog Jan and it is not a Quack. So what is it? So there are many a Leffe on the Perfect Draft. In fact, it is the brewery that actually does the most for it. It's got 7 kegs, 7 different types of Leffe on the Perfect Draft. I've reviewed a fair few of them, and I'll do the old links below in the description. I've done the Leffe L'Allegra. I've definitely done the Leffe Ruby, which is a very different type of Leffe. One that I did enjoy, loved it, was a summertime drink, and it just went down an absolute treat. In fact, I did a little bit of the video outside. It was that good. It was a blazing day, and that Leffe Ruby was an absolute belter. If I wasn't trying to go through all the different kegs on the Perfect Draft for these reviews and things like that, that is probably, in the summer, one of the kegs that I would drink the most. Had the Leffe Blonde, had the Leffe Blonde, had the Leffe Brun, although I don't think I did a review of that. So I've had a fair few. Haven't had the Ritual 9, probably because it'll blow your head off, and it would blow this bald head off. So that one, I will review it eventually, but I probably want to make sure I've got a couple of weeks off work while I review that, just so I can recover. That said, this one is 7.5%. What I'm quite excited about is that it's a Leffe IPA. So I do like an IPA, prefer an IPA over a lager, generally, and I do like the Leffe twang. So those things are basically piling up to say, Baldy, this should be a good one for you. Will it be? Who knows? But it is the Leffe Royale. Royale or Royal? Leffe Royal or Royale, whatever you want to say, IPA. It is 7.5%, so a bit of a powerful one. And currently, it'll set you back £35.50 of your finest poundage. So, yeah, not a cheap one, but also for that kind of percentage, not one of the most expensive. So it's not like Quack expense. I think Quack is the most expensive one on there. That and the triple Camulet one. I'm going to get into it. Going to show you the keg. Going to do the pour. I'm quite glad I've got the Leffe glass for this because it's half a pint, and I think half a pint is wise for this. I think this is going to be a keg that probably will take me down below the 24-day marker, which I think is the lowest that I've seen it so far. And that is in, what, 9 months? Yeah, about 9 months of owning it. So that's the lowest it's gone down. I think that was with the Jeanette Bio White. It might have been with a Franciscana. Both very distinctive tasting beers, and that's probably why it dropped below the 24 days. This, I think this is going to beat that marker. Not a competition, but, you know. So let's have a look at the keg. Let's do the pour. I've got a little treat of a snackage, and I say that because I've made my own snackage this time. Yeah. So it was on a comment that I received on a different review. They said, why don't you try this? I've given it a try. Let's see what it's like. Let's get stuck in. Right. Let's blow those back doors off. That was going to be a Michael Caine impression. There it is. There's the keggage. Leffe Royale. What else we got in there? Just have a look. It's got a signature of someone's. Don't know who that is. Charlie Newman. Don't know. I'm just looking for where it actually says it's an IPA. Can't see it anywhere. Can't actually see where it says it's an IPA anywhere. Says it on the Beer Hall website. It says Whitbread Golding. Don't know what that's about. Leffe Royale. That's about it, really, isn't it? Just the standard Leffe branding. Let's do a pour of this little baby. Let's get it out into a glass. Here we go. So Leffe glass. Let's go. Okay, I've said it before and I'll say it again. This shaped glass, I'm just waiting for a second just so that it doesn't happen. You do struggle to get spillage, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. Happy with that. Let's bring it in. Let's have a look at her. Okay, so look at that. Lovely whitehead, absolute belter. Yeah, looks good. Lovely amber colour. I can already smell it's a Leffe. I can. Just having a look, I can't see any bubs. None. Let me just take my hand away there a little bit, just so you can see the colour of that a bit more, and my shaky hand. Old shaky Steve's. There's the odd bub, but very few. Don't really need them so much, not with an IPA. I'm hoping it has got that kind of citrusy IPA taste to it. How does that sit with a Leffe? Let's get stuck in. Not bad. Not bad on the pour. Let's get stuck in. Okay, so she has settled a little bit. She has. It's a pretty full half pint, although that, in fact, is way above the 33cl line. Way above. Probably not needed for this 7.5%er. But hey, I'll continue. I'll battle on. I'll battle on. Right. So, for the strongest beer I've consumed so far on the Perfect Draft, personally. Here we go. It is an IPA. Like it. Check. It is a Leffe. Like it. Check. How well does that sit together? Am I going to like it? Here we go. Cheers, Perfect Drafters. Cheers. %100% Leffe. I'm not even sure you can call that a twang. You can't call that a twang. Yeah, if you don't like Leffe, if you don't like that Leffe twang, don't get it. It's there. I like it. I like it. You can tell they've pumped up the volume. What was that song? What was that? Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Yes, yes. Who sang that? Who sang that? Don't think they did many. Were they a one-hit wonder? Might well have been. Might have been old Chesney. It wasn't Chesney, I'm saying Chesney Hawkes, as in the style of one-hit wonders. Like Mars or something, I think. Don't know. Show me age again. Pump up the volume. These have pumped up the volume. It is 7.5%. I don't know if it tastes it. I think it, I mean, you can tell it's way above 5. If you was going to say, Baldy, give it a guess at the volume of that in a blind taste testing session, I would probably say 6 to 6.5. That's what I'd say. So, no doubt it would creep up on you. If you had a few pints of those, your head's definitely going to know it tomorrow. I do like it. There's a part of me that's a little bit disappointed. And that's the IPA kind of person in me. Because I do like an IPA. Still, my favourites on the Perfect Draft are the Crew Republic, Drunken Sailor, and the Goose IPA. So I was kind of hoping, because I like Leffe, and Leffe have done this IPA, that this may be up there with those two. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I mean, it's stronger than both of them. It's not bad. I think the more you sup, the more, you know, you get into it. But I'm just not getting that citrus type flavour that an IPA normally gives you. If I was going to liken it to something I've had before, it would be a little bit like a Shelby with the extra pump up the volume, and that Leffe twang, but a bit more than a twang, a very distinctive Leffe taste. That's where I'm positioning it. It's nice. It's nice. Again, because of the strength, I'm saying this is a supper, not a sweller. It's a lovely little colour. It has got a few more bubs than I gave it credit for to start off with. There are some bubs there. It's a nice Belgium. I don't know if I want to class it as an IPA. I think the Leffe twang overtakes the IPA-ness of it. IPA-ness. Oh. Yeah. You could say that wrong after a few Leffes. It's good. It's good. Would I get it again? No. Not getting it again, which is... I think the fact I wouldn't get that again just shows you the quality that's on this machine. I wouldn't buy that again because there is the likes of the Drunken Sailor, because there is the likes of Goose IPA, because if I was after a Belgium drink, I don't know, I still haven't had the Triple Camulet and the Quack. Those are very well regarded. So I'm kind of thinking I'd probably strive for one of those. If I want a lager, obviously I'm not going to pick this. So why am I going to order this? Why am I going to? It's good, and I will enjoy having the rest of the keg. If I'd just bought the machine and this had been the first one that I ran through it, I'd be going, winner, winner, chicken dinner. I really would. But as it is, I know the quality of the other stuff that's on there, so that's why I wouldn't buy it again. But that said, other people that do want that Leffe taste, that do want a bit of an IPA taste in there, give it a blast. You know, give it a go. It's a nice drink. I'll grade it now. No, I won't. Now, I'm not going to grade it yet because the other Leffe drinks that I've had, the snackage that I've tried with them, I've always thought they're good, but I would prefer something a bit cheesy. So I did have a comment on one of my other videos from a chap that said, you know what you want to try? Forget your off-the-shelf snacks. Forget your off-the-shelf snackage. Try and make something yourself. I thought, I'm a little bit lazy like that. Snackage, I do want to just pull out of a bag or out of a jar or out of... What other container does snackage come in? A box? Jar box or bag? I generally don't want to make stuff myself and eat it off a plate unless it's a pork pie. So, what have I made for myself? Let me show you. So here we go. I'm going to hold them up. I don't know if you're going to see them that well. Let me try and kind of... yeah, this is very strange. There we go. Look, there we go. Looks like two eyes on a plate. Kind of two boggled eyes. Anyway, what that is a bit of a combination, a concoction. It's a Ritz cracker. I'm going to be totally honest. It's not a Ritz cracker. That's what was suggested. They are crackers that are in the shape of Ritz biscuits. Is Ritz a biscuit or a cracker? I don't want to go down that whole path. That's another debate. Anyway, it's a Ritz style cracker, Primula cheese, and then an onion on top. The commenter did say half an onion, but they're particularly small onions that I had, so I whacked a full one on. I did cut it in half. That's what I've got. And I have thought before, like I say, I have thought with a Leffe, you want some cheese. So I've got some cheese. Let's just have another little sip to get that Leffe taste in there first. And I do say cheese lightly because it is Primula. Is there any cheese in Primula? No idea. It's classed as a cheese. The more you sup that, actually, the better it gets. Right, I'm going in. Snackage. Tell you what, that's a good suggestion. It is. That's when you know it's paid off. You just do. Leffe and cheese. Leffe and cheese. Oh. I think it was the same commenter. He did say your ultimate pub snack was cheese moments. And I thought, they are good. Apparently can't get them anymore. What is the world coming to? So, that I'm now going to grade. Because I think having it with a nice bit of cheese, I say a nice, I can't say Primula's a nice bit of cheese. Having it with a cheese snack, which in the end of the day, I know Primula's not quality or anything like that. But the cheese that you get in like cheese footballs, yeah, that's your lowest of the low right there. I mean, that's low. But I would still enjoy a cheese football and a Leffe. I just would. It's like if you wear a Primark shirt and then you got a Rolex on. You know, the accessory lifts up the outfit. That's what it does. And in this sense, the Leffe lifts up the cheese. I'm not saying it would with a cheesy football. In fact, I don't know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the Primula cheese has been lifted by the fact I've got a Leffe. A good quality one. Anyway, let's go again. Just had a sloth on there. You see that? It was just like that. Little sloth. Yeah. So now I've had that. Because I do think sometimes, and I would generally have a snack with my beer, So it's unfair to grade it before I've had my snackage, especially if it really does complement it. So that, I'm struggling. I'm going to give it a 7.5. That is probably harsh, but that's what I'm giving it. A 7.5. And my reasoning it is, if I'd have had this as my very first keg through that perfect draft, I'd be going, whoa, that's a 9. That's a 9, at least. I've now had things like the Drunken Sailor. I've had Goose IPA. I've had the Dark Art Surreal Stout. You know, I've had Spate and Oktoberfest. You know, I haven't had the Quack and the Triple Cumulate yet, but just reeling those off, the bar is incredibly high. It is high. And it's so high that it's pushed this little baby down a little bit. So that, I'm saying, is a 7.5. It's still an absolute pleasure. It really is. The snackage, thank you very much to the commenter for snackage suggestion, because that's good. That's good. I probably haven't done you quite justice because it's not a true Ritz biscuit or cracker. I will definitely be doing that snackage for my own personal consumption again. So thank you very much for that. It's difficult to grade something you've made yourself, but I will, and I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. So the snackage gets an 8. Thank you for that. That gets a 7.5. What am I going to review next? I am going to go for that Hertog. I'm going to go for the Hertog Jan. Haven't had a lager in quite a while, so I'm looking forward to that. If you want to have a look at that, please subscribe so you don't miss it. Give this video a like if you will. Check out the website. I've been trying to do some blog posts on that. So, yeah. So if you don't want to, I was going to say if you don't want to watch something, or if you don't want to use your eyes. So if you don't want to use your eyes, but then you've got to read it, maybe you could get a text reader or something. So if you want to read rather than watch, then I have blogged about the Dark Arts Surreal Stout. I'm going to blog about other kegs as well. I've blogged about the machine. So check out that little beauty. It's on the old www.bigboldreviews.co.uk. It's a lengthy old URL, that. But anyway, so yeah, like, subscribe, do the biz. But for now, Perfect Drafters, for the second keg review of 2021, what I'm saying to you is cheers. Cheers, Perfect Drafters. Cheers.